All right, let's jump right in. If you're really into your music, I mean really into it, you've probably felt this. You grab your best headphones, you press play on a track you absolutely love, and, well, something's just not quite right.
You know that feeling, right? That little nagging sense that the music coming out of your phone or your computer just isn't giving you the full picture. It's a super common thing, but it points to a very real problem with how most of us listen to music today.
And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. That feeling of your music sounding flat or lifeless. You know there's more in that recording. More detail, more energy, more emotion, but for some reason, you're just not hearing it. So what's going on? Well, the problem when you get right down to it is all about compromise. I mean, our phones are amazing. They do everything, but they're designed to be a jack of all trades. And for high-fidelity audio, a jack of all trades usually means a master of none. This comparison really lays it all out. Over on the left, you've got your standard smartphone audio with its basic one-size-fits-all parts. Then, on the right, you see what dedicated hi-fi audio looks like. Just look at the massive difference in the quality of the sound processing, the raw amplifier power, and the ability to retrieve all those tiny details. That gap, that's where the magic of your music gets lost.
Okay, so what's the solution? How do we fix this? The whole idea is to bridge that quality gap. And that leads us straight to the device we're talking about today, a portable solution that's basically designed to be a concert hall that fits in your pocket.
And here it is, the FiiO QX13. This is what it's all about. It's not just about cranking up the volume. It's about transforming the sound, making it truly immersive and emotionally powerful. It's about getting back everything that was lost in that compromise. So how on earth does it do that?
To really get it, we've got to pop the hood and look at two absolutely critical components. You can think of them as the brains and the brawn of the whole operation. Let's start with the brains.
So first things first, what even is a DAC? Every single time you listen to digital music, there's a DAC involved. It's the master translator. It takes all the ones and zeros from your digital music file and converts them into the smooth, analog sound wave that your ears and brain can actually understand. The quality of that translation, well, it changes everything.
And the QX13 isn't using just any old translator. It's got a seriously high-end audiophile-grade chip inside, the ES9027SPRO. This thing is the heart of the device, and it's famous in audio circles for its unbelievable precision. But wait, 8-channel? What does that even mean when you're just listening with 2 ears?
Well, it means you get some really amazing real-world benefits. Picture it like this. Instead of just 2 people trying to describe a complicated painting to you, you've got 8, and each one is focused on a different tiny section. The final picture you get is way richer and more detailed, right? Same thing here. For your music, it means an incredible dynamic range, from the faintest breath to the loudest drum hit. Distortion just vanishes. And my favorite part? You get this unbelievable instrument separation. Every guitar, every voice, every cymbal has its own space, creating this massive 3-dimensional soundstage right in your head.
Now let's talk about the brawn. A perfect translation from the DAC is only half the battle. Once you have that perfect signal, it needs some serious muscle to get it to your headphones properly. And that, my friends, is where the amplifier comes in.
See, a powerful amplifier isn't just about making things loud. It's about control. It has the juice to drive those big, power-hungry headphones that your phone just can't handle. It gives you tight, powerful, controlled bass instead of that weak, muddy thump. And this really is the key. It finally lets your headphones perform the way they were actually meant to. It unlocks their full potential.
So, you've got the brains of the DAC and the brawn of the amplifier both working in perfect harmony. What's the grand finale? What's the big payoff here? It's all about finally being able to hear music in its purest, highest quality form, to hear the original masterpiece.
We're living in this amazing era of high-resolution audio. Streaming services are now offering files that have way more detail than a CD or an old MP3. But to actually hear all that extra goodness, you need hardware that can keep up.
And just look at the kind of formats this thing can handle. Now, you don't have to be an expert on PCM or DSD or MQA. Just know this. These are all different flavors of ultra-high-resolution audio files. They contain so much more musical information, and this device is built from the ground up to decode every last bit of it perfectly.
When it all comes together, this is what you get. It's about closing the distance between you and the recording studio. It's about taking away all the technical junk in the middle so you can finally experience the music with every single nuance and every drop of emotion that the artists put into it.
Now, I know all this tech might sound a little complicated, but great design is about making the complicated stuff feel simple.
It's about putting you in total control of your experience.
And a huge part of that is this bright, clear 1.99-inch screen. It might seem like a small thing, but it makes a massive difference in how you actually use the device. Instead of just guessing what's going on, the screen tells you everything you need to know. You can see the exact quality of the music file you're playing, check your volume, tweak the settings, all without having to guess or pull out your phone. It's just simple, effortless control.
So, let's put it all together. You've got the high-end brain of the DAC, the powerful muscle of the amplifier, the ability to play any high-res file you throw at it, and a super user-friendly design. What does that all add up to? It's a total transformation of how you listen to music.
And that's really the main takeaway here. This isn't just about buying another piece of gear. It's about taking something you do every single day, listening to music, and turning it into something truly special, an experience you can actually get lost in.
I absolutely love this quote from the source material. It just reframes the whole idea so perfectly. This isn't just a purchase, it's an investment. It's an investment in your passion. It's you deciding that this art form you love deserves to be heard the right way.
And so that leaves us with one last question to think about. I want you to picture your all-time favorite song, the one you feel like you know inside and out. With this kind of power and clarity, what new detail, what hidden background vocal, what subtle sound from an instrument might you finally be able to discover?